Hello there, everybody. Showing different ways of making bar chords. If you're a beginner, one of the hardest things as far as making chords to make your basic open chords, your G and C, A, B7. Next step is making bar chords. When I was 13 years old, I wasn't actually taught to make bar chords. I actually learned songs by a friend of mine showed me the basic chords, G, C, D. When they got to the F chord, he showed me a different way, which is kind of how the old blues players, you got B.B. King, Freddie King, I think, not sure about Eric Clapton, Jimi Hendrix comes into mind. If you watch some videos of him, he's got this wraparound, this thumb, and he doesn't actually play bar chords. I'm sure he could. I didn't play bar chords for a long time, 20 years or so, but I was mainly a lead guitar. Lead guitar player. But I was taught this way, so I'm going to show you two ways to make a bar chord. I was watching a video of a very popular band called the Moody Blues, for you older people out there that know them. Watching him play the guitar, when he got to that F chord, he's playing a bar chord, A right here. So when you're making that F bar chord, your arm and everything moves down here. You lose strength in your finger, in your wrist. You just lose a lot of strength. A lot of people can make bar chords really good though. If you can play bar chords and you're watching this, I wouldn't change a thing. So I'm going to get up close here to the camera, show how I make the F chord and all the way up the neck using this type of playing a bar chord. Not the problem, but the thing about playing the bar chord without your thumb wrapped around is you can only hit really the last four strings. But at the same time, you're able to continue to learn how to play songs that have the F in it. So if you're going from say to a C to make an F chord, which is pretty hard, that's a big jump right there from a D. The way most people make the D, I make mine a little bit differently. That's some other videos. That's a big jump. Takes a long time to learn how to do that. It could take somebody with extreme talent. Might take them a month. I don't know. Could take some other people a year, possibly a couple years, depending on that word practice, how much you practice that. If you practice it a lot, it probably won't take that long. But I'm going to start up here with there's a G chord. Now if I make the bar G chord, this finger, actually, if you're a beginner, this is called the nut here, the white thing, where these strings are like open to an open standard tuning. Now if I take my finger represents that nut right there. It's the same thing, except I'm just moving it up there, there, and there. So there's your E chord. But to make a bar chord, now this finger is gonna have to act like that nut. It's gonna have to make a G, it's gotta clamp down like that. There's a lot of, when you're playing guitar, it's just not all the fingers It's your thumb also. Strong thumb, strong fingers. A lot of the people I give lessons to in my area, when they're just first starting, that's the hardest part, doing that. And you play for five minutes even, and they're gonna do this number. You know, that's sore. Again, real quickly on that number, if you just bought a guitar and your strings, if I can show, are like way up like that, if you can see that, that's not any good. You need to take it somewhere professionally and have them look at it, have them check what's called the action. So that's another video that I made. If you go to my videos and watch beginner guitar number 1, it'll describe that little setup. So if you're making, back to the bar chord, which I said this finger is representing that nut right there. It's going to clamp down. So right now I'm in a G, which is the G note. And like I said, it's a lot of squeezing. Thumb, a lot of strong thumb back there. Squeezing. And to make bar chords, you might want to just practice. And you can be watching a movie, sitting there, doesn't matter. Practice and strengthen that hand just by possibly just doing that and squeeze until it starts hurting a little bit, and then give it a rest, you know. Exercise that thumb. Do it again. Squeeze. Squeeze it. This finger's representing the nut, like I said. So to make a bar chord, it's there, and then this next finger here is going to come up to the 3rd string, 1, 2, 3, on that 1, 2, 3, 4th string. And it's a squeeze, not easy. I've seen some younger people giving lessons to a little girl. One time she was 10 years old, and she went right to making chords. I don't know, you know, some people have it, some people don't. So their finger goes there. 1, 2, 3rd string, 1, 2, 3, 4th fret. Next part of making a bar chord is this next finger is going to come way up here to the 5th string, 5th fret. Then this little finger is going to be hitting on the 4th string, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th fret. This finger is going to be coming across all 6 strings. And the thing about making bar chords now is once you learn how to do that, it only takes, you know, a minute or two, as they say these days. You can make, there's your F, F sharp, G, G sharp, G sharp, A sharp, B. There's your C. So there's your bar chord. What I'm mainly trying to show is another way of making that, so you can go ahead and start playing songs mainly using the F chord, which a lot of songs have the G, C. Have that F chord in there. So to start off with this, okay, new lesson here in the same video. This finger is going to come across that 1st fret on the 1st and 2nd string. this finger, next finger, gonna come on the 3rd string, 2nd fret. Next finger, 4th string, 2, 3, 4, 3rd fret. So there's your F. If I go to the C chord now, I'm just going, there's your C chord, to the F, to a C, to a F, to a G, F, to back to a C. Now, I'm not really playing a song. There's probably a million, thousands of songs with these chords in them. The F, C, G, D, a lot of chords. E, E minor, A major. So again, to make this chord this way, you can also play other chords. There's your F, F note, F sharp, G. So here's a G made this way. I'm tucking this finger away so you can, on video, it's a lot easier to show in person. As always, I'm fixing to go to a lesson now. Matter of fact, I'm late. There, so there's your bar, like bar chord G, your G chord. Same thing, you're just using all the strings on the open chords. So there's your F chord, your G, slide, freeze your fingers, these fingers, freeze them up, go up one. G sharp, A sharp, B. Kind of reminds me of, so like you got all along the watchtower. This is another lesson, but if I lift this finger up, I got an A minor to a G. Sorry, just had to do that. So one more time on making this chord, the F. If you can learn this way, do that to go ahead and start, you can start playing songs that way. Playing the wrong song, Bad Moon Rising. But there's a lot of songs that has the F in there. So again, let's go over that F chord, first finger, 1, 2. And like I said, it's a squeeze back here. Your thumb's getting to work out also. It's a squeeze. Try not to put your thumb up here. That might work for some people. I don't know, everybody's a little bit different. Up here, too high. You just want to go pretty much same area right there. So this next finger's gonna come down on the 1, 2, 3rd string. Next finger on that 1, 2, 3, 4th string, 3rd fret. And if I freeze it, I got another chord called F. This is the F, F sharp, which is describing sharps and flats. Sharp means up, right? That's sharp. So the sound is gonna go up a step. F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C. You know, I was watching the Jimi Hendrix, not just him, I bring him up because he's the most, I guess, famous guitar player. He's got this wraparound, and I can also make, or you can play the F this way with 1, 2, 3 fingers, but you have to lay off the 5th and 6th string. Doesn't sound good. Hit the bottom 4. The way he plays it, not just he, I was taught this way. A lot of the blues players, a lot of rock and roll players play this way. You got this thumb. It's pretty much, if I take this guitar and just pick it up and grab it like that, grab it, I'm almost making the chord. Because my thumb's like way over here. That's how I was watching Hendrix the other day play. He's got his thumb way down there. So, got a big thumb. So if I pick it up like that, turn it around, I'm almost making the F chord. But you still have to make the F chord. So I'm hitting that F note. But now I'm kind of like doing it a little bit different here. This finger there, that one there. This finger is going to come all the way up to the 5th string, 3rd fret. This finger is already looking at it where it needs to be on that 4th string, 3rd fret. So these two are on the same fret. This guy up here is going, what do I do? Well, if you can, some people can do it, some can't. If you can't, I wouldn't really worry about it. But it's just pretty like, it's a grab. I call it a grab, really. So right now I'm playing all the strings. And this also takes a while to learn how to do that. And I can freeze this position, come up, G, F sharp, G, G sharp, A. If you look, and also a beginner, what do these dots stand for? There's your G position. G position. A position. So when you're looking, if I'm sitting here playing it, looking at it like so, I'm kind of looking at, if I want to play a song in, say, a C, or say, let's make it a F. Looking at that dot, I don't have to, because I played for 2-3 years, more like 60. So there's my G dot. Next dot, of course, is your A, right? And it's the A bar chord, which is not a bar chord. I'm playing it this way. Next dot represents the B chord, B note. So that's what the dots are. So that's going over a different way of playing bar chords, which this is not a bar chord. This finger would be called the bar, like a metal bar, like the nut. I don't know why they call that the nut. They should have been called the bar, but it's called the nut. So you take this finger, like I said, is representing that nut. And it takes a lot of work. So I hope I showed different ways of playing this. I've showed it to a lot of my students in here that I give in person, which is better if you can find a good teacher in person that you can talk to and ask questions. Yeah, I would suggest that definitely. If not, you can follow me. There's a lot of good guitar instructors out there. But that's one way of starting to play songs using this F, because the F chord, people frown upon it. Ooh, the F, rest of them are fairly easy, but you get to the F chord, yeah. Well, I'm talking about the F bar chord. So there's almost 20 minutes of the F chord, how to play it. Maybe you can work it into songs. You can be able to play songs maybe a little bit quicker now using that way of playing the F. So hope I help somebody out there. and you can subscribe to my channel. I would appreciate it. Don't have to. Got like a lot of other good guitar instructors out there on YouTube. This is MeTube. So appreciate you watching, and thank you very much for watching. Have a good day.